So let me just, this is getting recorded now. Okay, so I'll start. A very warm welcome to everyone. I'm so sorry. I was trying to put on the recording button. My name is Ranbir Singh, and I work closely with my colleague Mahmood Awad, who's representing Nasij, who's representing IEEE as a part of Nasij in all of Middle East. Uh, I am IEEE staff and I work as IEEE International Client Services Manager for your territory. I look after part of India, part of Europe, part of Middle East and Africa and Bangladesh. Typically, my role is to make sure that all of you are updated on the platform to which you have access to, and the name of the platform is IEEE Explore, the platform that gives you world's one-third literature in the field of electronic, electrical, and computer science. And you have seamless access to this platform. For today, my focus would be more on the technical writing, how to get published with IEEE. I have changed the topic, the title a little bit, just to look more, fancy and attractive, publishing scholarly content with IEEE. What's our perspective? And this session is for University of Bahrain. At any point of time, you have any question, because we have started late. We were supposed to start like 24 minutes before, and I have a hard stop in next 45 minutes. So let me just finish all my slides, and then we will definitely have some time in the end. I mean, I am free. I do have a hard stop, but I can just extend that for like 5 to 10 minutes. But do drop all your questions, all your comments, all your feedback in the chat box. And my colleague Mahmood will be, keeping a close tab on that. And we will answer all your questions, comments, feedback when we finish this session. So who we are the world's largest technical professional organization. Now we have 500,000 members. This is something that we have achieved this year. In 2024, we have celebrated 140 years of advancing technology for the humanity. And that's what our vision is. We are not-for-profit organization, and our vision is advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. Apart from being membership-run organization, we are also a publisher, right? We have close to 210 active journals. Active means that the journals, all those journals that are still accepting the manuscripts. We sponsor and co-sponsor more than 2,000 conferences, technically sponsor, financially sponsor 2,000 conferences every year. That means 5 to 6 IEEE conferences are happening every day somewhere in the world. We are also known as a leading standard developer. We have close to 5,000 standards. There are active standards, inactive standards, red line standards, draft standards, superseded standards. And University of Bahrain has access to almost, not all, but almost all the standards. Apart from conferences, standards, and journals, we do have a good collection of ebooks. As of now, there are 13 partner publishers and as well as IEEE ebooks on different technical areas. And we also have a very robust collection of e-learning courses. There are close to 500 plus 100 hours plus of e-learning course material that we have on various technical areas that IEEE supports. These courses are ranging from 1 hour to 2 hours. We have different levels, basic, intermediate, and advanced level. And I will speak more when I will, proceed on my slides. So what we are doing apart from publishing. So this is just one small example, I would say. IEEE's mission, as I've told you, is to advance technology for the benefit of humanity. And these are the small groups, wherein you can be part of it, even if you are not a member. And what we seek from you is a contribution which is not at the financial level, but at the technical level. Let's say IEEE Smart Village. Our mission is to provide electricity and to provide basic educational needs to all those villages which are like far away. And then, so these are all the philanthropic activities that IEEE is doing. And these are some of the groups that I'm trying to highlight. So you can visit this site, which is IEEE.org, doing-good. And in case, if you think that you have an idea to help the human race, to help resolve the poverty and to provide the water and the education and the basic needs to the people, it could be, maybe you have some idea to design an equipment for an handicapped person. So all these groups are open, whether you are an IEEE member or a non-member. All we seek is your technical contribution to these groups. Now, when it comes to publishing, I think one of the buzzword is impact factor, and I'm sure that all of you know about it, right? Yeah, because you are in the fashion of publishing. So these are the journals. So IEEE journals are top in impact factor when it comes to cybernetics, image science, remote sensing, telecommunication. And as all of you know that this is not our terminology. This is something which is coined by Thomson Reuters. Nowadays, they are known as Clarivate Analytics. So every year they publish this report, which is called JCR, Journal Citation Report. So this is what our performance is for 2023 and 2024, right? This is 2023, which was published in 2024. So if impact factor is something which is very important for you, so you can look at the list of topics for IEEE periodicals that could really help you to submit your manuscript to one of these journals. Now, apart from impact factor, I think nowadays there's something called, top quartile ranked publications, top quartile ranked journals. And that is again based upon impact factor. And there is another percentile mathematical computation to which I don't have much of the knowledge, to be very honest with you. But this is the slide. And we have a source, that when it comes to electrical engineering, IEEE has 71% of top quartile journals. In telecommunications, 71%, imaging, 71%, computer hardware, 46%, cybernetics, 83% of IEEE journals, they fall under the top quartile ranked publications. Not just citation, IEEE is also leading in patent citation. So on IEEE Explore, you cannot directly search the patents, but you can always get an understanding that which are the patents that are citing to your article. So there's a report every year. We get this report from 1719 Analytics that says that IEEE is 3 times more cited in patent patent applications when it comes to, and we keep a very close tab on American Patents of Office and European Patent Office. So patent referencing to IEEE increased over 864%, and IEEE dominates in patent specifically related to AI, autonomous vehicle, and Internet of Things. So every year we try to add new titles. When I say titles, I mean by periodicals and journals. So IEEE Energy Sustainability Magazine is an upcoming new periodical for 2025. And these are the new periodicals that we have added for 2024. So when we progress in this year, so the list of the new periodicals for 2025 would increase. Now, before we jump on to the paper writing and the nitty-gritty of peer review process, how to respond to reviewers, I would like to touch upon something called open science. Because when it comes to publishing, every author has a goal to gain the maximum visibility and discoverability on the publisher platform. So how IEEE can help you while you're writing a paper? Is there something that you can do that your paper will come on the top? Yeah, you can do with the index terms, you can do with the title, you can do with the abstract. But apart from that, is there anything that we can help you so that you gain more visibility and discoverability? So that what gives me an opportunity to give you a definition of open science. Maybe most of you know about it, but just if there is any student who is attending this session. So we all know about open access. Open access is, if my paper is openly available, it's not behind the paywall, and anyone can download it, cyclostyle it, anyone can use it for their personal use or the commercial use, or anyone can also make derivative out of it, right? Open science is a little bit different because open science, it it works with both, whether your paper is an open access paper or your paper is a traditional paper, right? If your paper is open access paper, so then everything is openly available. But if your paper is traditional paper, which is behind the paywall, then anyone who has a subscription, only they can access to your paper. But again, the question is, what is open science? Open science is the science that you have used during the creation of your idea, the ideation process. During the ideation process, the science that you have used, the science could be, let's say that you might have taken some lab notes, or you might have prepared a presentation, you may have created an algorithmic code, the scientific code, the mathematical code, or you may have created a data set that you would like to attach with your paper, whether it is open access or closed access, but you want all those supplemental items to be openly available to everyone. That is what is called open science. Now, the first initiative is Code Ocean. Code Ocean is a platform that provides you a cloud-based executable space where an author can create an algorithmic or scientific code. And the purpose of that code is, so you're creating a code that resonates with your paper. That is a kind of replica of your paper, but that's a mathematical scientific code in a different language. And it's like it could be C, C++, Java, Python, R, hash. So this platform, and we have a collaboration with this platform. You go to the platform, sign up for free, choose one of the programming language, and create the code. The purpose of the code is to reproduce the output of the entire research. It is all about research reproducibility. So once you are done with your code, you just have to give the DOI number of your paper, the serial number of your paper, the digital object identifier of your paper. And once you give the DOI number, this code along with your paper with start reflecting on IEEE Explore. So your paper is already on IEEE Explore and you're creating code on this platform. Once you have created the code and given the serial number of your paper, this code, this widget will be visible. This widget, you can see this code is written in MATLAB, will be visible on IEEE Explore. Now this is your paper and this is the code that you have created on Code Ocean. Anyone can download the code, anyone can run the code, anyone can also modify the code to see if their modification can bring some new result to the existing research. The original code on the Code Ocean website will not change. So you have this playground to play and to experiment and to innovate, that to see if you can do some new changes to this research. And there's a data that says that if your paper has an algorithmic code, the chances of your visibility and discoverability will definitely increase, because people are, users are, readers are, researchers are trying to filter down the research paper where they have the algorithmic scientific codes. We started this like four years back, and at that time we had less than 100 algorithmic codes, the papers with algorithmic, and today I think we have more than 1,000 plus. So this is gaining a lot of traction, and this is, uh, taking a speed, and people, this is the future of the research, I would say. The second set of open science where we can help you is if you wish to create a data set, a data set for your paper. There's a platform called IEEE Dataport. The URL is IEEE-dataport.org. It's a web-based cloud service platform that supports the data-related need of global technical community. So we are helping you in two ways. Number one, you can find the data set from the database. We have close to 7,000 plus data sets. All of them are not free. There are 30 to 40% of data sets are open access data sets. And the second application of this platform is that we do allow you to upload your own data set. As an individual, you can upload data set of up till 2 terabyte at no cost. So you can search data set and you can upload data set. And if you're uploading a data set and you want to attach that data set with your article, you just have to give the DOI number, right? Then there's something called preprint server. Again, this is an open moderated repository of unpublished and pre-review. This is not peer review. The moment draft version of your paper is completed, you can upload it on a preprint server, and this is free. You will be accepted in less than 2 to 3 days. Here are moderators, not peer reviewers. They will look at it, whether you're having a right template and everything, indentation, uh, the syntax and everything is, as per the IEEE standard, and you will be online. This is not peer review, but this is pre-review. Anyone can look at your paper, they'll start giving you comments, they'll start giving you reviews, and that would definitely help you. You will be given the DOI number, the date stamp, the timestamp, the moment you upload your paper, so that if anyone else is doing the same research in different part of the world and they happen to submit it before you, so you will have a legitimate proof that this was your idea, you conceived it, and you're going to deliver it, right? This is just a quick snapshot of 30 plus fully open access journals that IEEE has. So when it comes to journals, we have 200 plus journals, precisely 210 journals as of today. Out of 210, 180 plus journals are hybrid journals. So hybrid journals allows you both the options. You can go open access or you can go close access. That entirely depends. Once your paper is accepted, then the publisher will ask you, how would you like to proceed? And rest of the journals are fully open access journals. And this is the list of all those fully open access journals, right? IEEE Access, the first one, is our mega journal, this one, that allows you to submit on any technical topic. I mean, there are 16 technical topics that IEEE supports, but this is not related to a particular, like this one is antennas and propagation. This one is on circuits and system. This one is on electron device society. This is on industry application. But this will cover all these topics, right? Okay, IEEE tools for authors. So there's a dedicated platform for authors, which is called IEEE Author Center. This would really help you to find different tools in case if you're submitting your first paper, to help you with the video tutorials, the guides. You can see that this one is like, these are video tutorials, right? How do we do the peer review process? How we can help you in writing, how we can help you in publication. What are the publication ethics? So all these tools, the help guides are freely available on this platform, which is called IEEE Author Center. And the URL is ieeeauthorcenter.ieee.org. So if you're a new author, a budding author, this can really help you. Like IEEE Publication Recommender would help you to get recommendations on different journals that we have, right? Now, if we have, there is a new platform which is called open.ieee.org. If you go to this platform and you go to publishing options, number one, you can find the IEEE title list. And if I download this list, it will tell me the list of all IEEE journals, whether they are open access or close access, the impact factor, 5-year impact factor, whether they are in quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 4, the JCI number, eigenfactor, site score, and everything. So this list is a live list, which we update on a weekly basis. So this would quickly give you help. And second is, you can browse the institutional OA agreement. You can find all those institutions who has an OA institutional agreement with us. Now, what is OA institutional agreement? So all these institutions have tokens, article processing charges. They have the funding available, right? So you can collaborate with one of these institutions, and you can always seek for funding help because they have the funding available. They are our OA partners. So you can also become our OA partner in case if you would like to increase your research output. So you can go to a particular country. Let's say I go to UAE and I see that there are, 3 institutional who has the active OA partnership with IEEE, and you can definitely get in touch with them. I mean, through LinkedIn or through different handles to seek help in case if you would like to publish in collaboration. Now, coming back to the slides. So this is, now I'm coming back to the main topic, which is the authorship. So there are 4 main steps when we are writing a technical paper. First is to choose the appropriate IEEE periodical for your research. Prepare your manuscript using IEEE standards. Submit your article via e-submission process and the review process once your article has been submitted. So where you publish, it actually matters a lot because you just don't want people to be able to find your research, but on top of that, they should also trust your research. And we have to ensure that the research is published in a journal with the relevant subject and the right audience for the field of study. For example, the paper on artificial intelligence in healthcare should target journals like Journal of Biomedical Informatics, or let's say artificial intelligence in medicine, to reach to specific readers who are interested in AI applications in the medical field. Because if you're publishing your article in a broader AI journal, it might not reach to the intended medical professionals. So we always try to select a reputable publisher, and we also invest our time in knowing the readership of the publication, like uh, who is the right audience. And you want to make sure that how available is the periodical, like can people get to it easily? In IEEE Explore, we have over 30 million downloads per month, and there are 15 to 20 million unique visitors. So a lot of people come to IEEE Explore to have maximum of exposure. Now, in today's academic landscape, many researchers tend to prioritize journal based upon metrics like impact factor, eigenfactor, article influence score, and these are commonly used as indicators of journals' popularity and influence, calculated by measuring citations within a specific time frame. So, I mean, while these are metrics that can provide valuable insights into a journal's reach and influence, but they are essentially, I would say, a mathematical tool to track the frequency with which articles are cited, right? So all I'm trying to tell you is that my recommendation is that please don't solely rely on these metrics. Instead, consider the broader reputation of the journal within the specific scientific community. So look at the factors like editorial board, who are the experts on the leading journal? Are they recognized leaders in the field? What is the aim and scope of this journal? Does the journal focus uh, align with your research topic? Is it known for publishing high quality work in your discipline or not? So the first step is to decide where you want to publish, journal or a conference. And we often get confused because both are mode of publication, right? So why do we have two options? So conference article is something that when the research is ongoing, even if your research is not complete, you have partial result, still you can go to a conference and you can publish. I mean, you can submit your paper and there are chances that you will get accepted, right? But you can't take incomplete research to a journal article, the journal publication. Because a journal article is a fully developed presentation of your work with its final finding. There has to be clear conclusions that are supported by data, right? The conference article is typically shorter, like 4 to 5 pages. The journal article is around 8 to 10 pages. You know, for majority it is 8. There are some journals 10 pages, right? So when we are thinking about journals and conferences, IEEE journals are 3 times more cited in patent application, and they have a very high impact factor. Now, because they are so prestigious, so we get a lot of submissions, and when you have a lot of submissions, you have a lot of rejections. You would agree with me. So there's a high percentage of submissions that are submitted to IEEE journals are rejected, and the peer review process is typically lengthy, if not lengthy. I mean, as compared to conferences, because in conferences, everything is in the known timeline, right? Because if you are going to attend a conference in, let's say, in August, by June or by July, you'll come to know whether you are going there as an author or as an audience, whether you're accepted or not, in case if you have submitted your paper, right? So one thing is when you're going to present to if your paper is accepted in IEEE conference, you have to be there to present your paper. You or your co-author, your co-author has to be there to present the paper. If you're not there in person, it may be suppressed in IEEE Explorer and may not indexed in other databases. So the first and the foremost step is that you should give a very thorough contemplation, comprehension on how to select the right journal. And there are certain steps that you should follow. What is IEEE Author Center? In IEEE Author Center, you have something called uh, publication recommender. You can use this box and give the index terms, whatever, AI, and click on get recommendation. And it will give you recommendation on the basis of sub to pub time, on the basis of open access availability, and on the basis of impact factor, right? So that's step number one. Step number two is you can always go to IEEE Explore and run a quick search on any query that you have. On the left-hand side, you will see IEEE top titles. You can go to the references of the articles. You can also go to more like this, or you can browse the journal homepage, right? You will see all the different factors, the matrix, the aim and scope, subjects, and that's how you can decide. Now, what editors and reviewers are looking for? This is important because you need to have read the full aim and scope very carefully. And I highly encourage you that, that the moment you decide that this is the right journal, just start reading good number of articles, at least 5 to 6 articles from that journal. Because a lot of people get rejection at very early stage because they simply submit to a wrong publication. Let's say if you are submitting an article on advanced quantum computing algorithms to a journal that focuses on a very basic software engineering, that is not the right and might increase the rejection rate. However, if you are sending it to a journal that is dedicated to computational theory, that would be a better fit. Another example is IEEE transaction on consumer electronics. They only have 10% of acceptance rate. That means 9 out of 10 papers get rejected. And out of 9, 4 to 6 papers are rejected because simply they were submitted to a wrong journal. Now, level. What is level? So we understood appropriate, scope. Now there's something called level. Level, I would say, can mean different things to different people, but one thing is theoretical versus practical, which is sometimes not even spelled out in the scope. So you need to become familiar with the publication. For example, IEEE Power and Energy Society, 70% of their members are practitioners. See, every journal is backed by one of the society, right? So there is IEEE Power and Energy Society, which is the oldest society. There are 13 technical societies in IEEE. And IEEE Power and Energy Society is the oldest society. So therefore, the publication that is produced by Power and Energy Society are looking for practical, not the theoretical aspects. Some journal within this specific field are result oriented and algorithms are really core to it. So if there are no algorithms in your paper, it can get rejected. Right? Extension of previously published work. Editors always appreciate that research that builds upon extend prior work rather than merely replicating it. For example, if you're using a well-documented machine learning algorithm to detect patterns in cybersecurity data would be considered valid as long as the rationale for the specific algorithm is provided and justified. References that are current and relevant to the subject. Now, if you are writing a paper in 2023 or 2025 on, let's say, on advancements in blockchain technology, at least, I mean, especially in conference, it should reference the recent published work within the last few years. Because if you are referring to a paper from 2010, editors may not like it. I mean, that's what my experience is, though I'm not this one. This is a peer review process. I'm sure that most of you are aware about this. Why editors and reviewers reject your paper. Now, this is important. The content is not good enough for the publication. Each IEEE journal has specific scope, and submitting a content outside of this can result in rejection. If you are submitting a paper on environmental policy to a journal that focused on electrical engineering system, that would likely to lead for a rejection. The same paper would be more suited for IEEE journal specializing in interdisciplinary research for, let's say, sustainability. One of the common reason in Asian and Middle East the countries is it is poorly written. So IEEE values clear and precise writing. Poor grammar, vague explanation, or lack of clarity in the structure can lead to rejection, and it hinders understanding of the technical content also. The quality is not good enough for a journal. Some papers may lack the depth or the sophistication that is required for top tier IEEE journals. These journals maintain high standards for technical excellence and innovation. Right. So this is the typical structure, how we should write the title, abstract, introduction, approach, result. Title, an effective title should be specific, concise, and precise, right? Just ask this question that whenever you're searching anything on Google, why the second or the third post is grabbing your attention? What's so special in the title? Avoid any jargons, any abbreviations, and just try to be as brief, as concise as possible, at the same time descriptive. This is uh, this is the example of a good title versus not so good title. I won't say the second title is a bad title, but not so good because it's too long and too complicated. That might not grab the reader's attention. Abstract. This is the standalone version of your paper, condensed version of your paper, and you only have 250 words, right? Why you did it, what you did it, how the results were useful and why they are useful. So and it has to be written in the past tense, although some general factual statements can be written in the present tense. So you can see this, I've written this jargon, which is called BARC. Background, aim, approach, result, and conclusion. Background, aim, approach, result, and conclusion. So these 250 words or less should include all these elements. That is considered to be as a strong abstract. Introduction, you have 2 pages in length out of 8. So when you're writing an introduction, I really recommend you that you address these 3 things, which is scope, novelty, and significance. Right? That's very important. So when you're writing an introduction, just be sure that to include the paragraph that's stating the problem it will be solving, several paragraphs stating previous state of art, so that this is your literature review where you're going to refine the previous work. Methodology is a section which can be challenging because again, you have a limited space, but you want to give them enough information because it has to be that much correct that someone can easily take that section and replicate your research and get the same results, right? Results and discussion. Results should be clear and concise, figures and tables with narrative. In discussion, you're discussing the results. In discussion, you're discussing the results, whether you are expecting these results or not, and how these results are going to move the field forward. Last is conclusion. And this is interesting and challenging. I'm sure that sometimes you also think that what is the difference between abstract and conclusion? I mean, they both are summary, right? So the abstract is like if I haven't read the paper and you want to decide whether you want to read this paper. Conclusion comes to the picture when someone has read the paper, but again, the question is, so what? So in my understanding, what I learned from IEEE over these years is abstract should focus mainly on 3 aspects: research problems, methods, and key findings. Problems, methods, and key findings. And conclusion focus on results, pros and cons of results, and on above all, how these results are going to move the field forward, right? So this was my last slide. I'll stop sharing the screen and I will open the forum for the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Rambir, for your presentation, for invaluable and informative session. Appreciate your offers. And please, if you have any question, feel free to share your question, please.
Yes, if you allow me, Mr. Zainab, can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
sure, sure. Yeah, please, Dr. Muhammad.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
the Vice President, Dr. Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be our pleasure, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful presentation and wonderful information you presented. Really enjoyed it, even though I'm long time in this activities. I'm doing a lot on this, but I have a question, Mr. Roniber. We are very keen, our faculty at the University of Bahrain, to publish in IEEE. We are trying our best to be our publication in a good journal like IEEE. But, while we send the papers, most of our faculties, they are having this complaint about IEEE journals. When we send the papers to be published in IEEE, they decline it or refuse to publish in IEEE. And the reasons, I will not mention the reasons right now sometimes. But when you go back again to the journals, you will see that some of the papers being published there, even it cannot be you cannot tell them as a paper.
It
The
cannot.
results are worse, and the paper is worse than what we send it to them. And what we are sending to them is a quality of papers, very good papers. It has been worked on it in very hard from different faculties at the university, right? But the results coming out and from the editor directly that it is not in our, for example, scope of the
Scope,
journal.
scope of the journal.
Sometimes it is not. But while you go back again to the journal, you will see some of the papers. It is, if it is came to me, for example, as a reviewer, I will reject it from day one. Can you please give this information? Can you tell us what we can do?
So
How you can help on that one?
we can raise a dispute if you, first of all, I see there are, I don't know like which journal, particular journal that you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
mean, you can just name it. For example, last two papers I've sent it to Access. It
Access.
should be very, yeah. The before it was in transaction of electrical power system, and before it was transaction of information technology, and just name it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are very, I mean, we are very interested in our faculties to publish in IEEE. I know it's a very good journals, very high impact factor journals, very high H index. We are very keen to send the papers to there, but once a sudden, when it's coming reviews from day one, and we send it to very high journals to the other publisher, it's been accepted without correction. I would just say
Yeah,
to myself, what's going on?
I got your point, Dr. Mohammed. I mean,
For example,
you could.
last paper that I sent it to IEEE Access,
Mhm.
it has been refused by the editor, and it has been accepted in one of the journals, which with an H index 265,
Mhm.
265, with a minor correction.
Yeah,
What I
by
can say, I
by
will next time when I
by
come, I will not send something to IEEE because
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah. No,
refuse it
no.
from day one.
See, I totally understand from where you're coming, because this is not something that I've been hearing for the first time, and I respect your emotions. And of course, you are far more knowledgeable than me, Dr. Mohammed. Uh, how I can help you in this is, if you can send me an email wherein you can say that this was the paper which was submitted versus this was the worst paper. I mean, which was accepted, and the reason that you're saying that this was out of scope, so I can take it forward to the editorial board, and I can seek the reason, the rationale behind that, that why the paper A was accepted and paper B was rejected, and probably we can come to some common ground to understand the reason
Yeah,
of
I will do
rejection.
that. I will get your email from them, and I will do that next
Yeah, but
time.
you
I
have to
will.
give me both the examples. The
Yes, yes,
paper
yes.
that
I
you
will.
think that why it was accepted, and the paper that is your paper, or maybe your one of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
this one,
Okay.
so that I can take it forward, and probably let's we can raise a dispute, that why this is because IEEE, and then you're saying that the paper then you submitted to another publisher, and that was accepted with a minor correction.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
And
okay.
by the way, the H index of that journal is even more than IEEE Access.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Got it. The impact
Yeah.
factor, everything is more than.
I don't mind that. No problem for that. Just the discussion, just for terms of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
discussion.
No, 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 no. I totally no, 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 no. That's a very healthy discussion,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm more than
we are
happy that.
encouraging,
Yeah,
we are always encourage our faculty at the University of Bahrain to publish in IEEE.
yeah, yeah. Of
Because
course.
of the repetition of IEEE, repetition of IEEE, and we always encourage them. But sometimes when these kind of things happen to our faculty and to myself as well, so I'll go back again. Why should I do it?
I got your point. That's like very discouraging. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will again, I will encourage the faculty that with me and they are hearing me. I will encourage them to go and publish with them. And your
Yeah,
presentation was really
that's very nice.
really good.
Yeah.
And also the one that you said about the universities and the entities that they can collaborate in terms of publishing and writing papers. It was really a good.
Yeah, that's a open website. I mean, you can find collaborations because they have the funding. Because every paper is in collaboration, right? Every research
Yeah,
paper,
yeah,
we say 4 to 5.
yeah, yeah, yes,
So that's a open information, which I don't know what other publishers are doing, but this is a portal that we have created. And tomorrow, in case if you also would like to become the OA institutional partner with IEEE, so we can, again, open up the discussion on
What
that.
is the requirement to be
Nothing. See, I mean, the number one is like, first of all, you should have a goal that you want to increase the research output of your institution, and especially in open access. Now, when
yeah,
it comes to open access, the uh, the APC charges, the article processing charges,
yeah,
once you're accepted, not for the peer review, once you're accepted. So
okay,
that vary from country to country. Let's say in my country, like I live in India, that is around 2000. There is some feedback, background noise. If I can request everyone to be on mute, meanwhile I answer this question. Yeah, thank you so much. So like in my country, the open access, if you're publishing in IEEE access,
yeah,
and only after your paper get accepted, not before that, right?
yeah.
If your paper get
That's
accepted, the APC charges are around $2,000 US dollars, which is like huge. Okay.
yeah.
But if you sign up for the open access institutional agreement, oh God, who's this?
I just who's that?
Yeah,
Who's
can,
that?
yeah, I don't know.
This is the new Muhammad Noor Alam.
Excuse me, can you make it on mute
Yeah,
option? Okay.
yeah, that was, I'm sorry. So you can still hear me, right?
Yes, yes, I can hear you properly.
So there's like,
Yes, we can hear you.
for one paper, it's around, if you are accepted, not before accepted, it's around $2,000. But if you sign an
Yeah,
agreement, that depends upon how many tokens you want to procure, like how many papers, you want to
yeah.
publish in a year, and then
Okay,
accordingly you get like 30%, 40%, 50% waiver
okay, okay.
on each paper. Sometimes it
Yeah,
goes to even less than $1,000. Sometimes, not always. That depend
that's good.
upon
That's
country to
good.
country.
So also we have to fund the papers, right?
Yeah, the institution has to fund because like let's say in Qatar National University,
Yeah.
they take like 200 to 300 APCs every year, because they have some set goals. Like, let's say in next 3 years or 4 years, we want our research output to be at this level. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and even if there is an author from any other university, but one of the author is from their university, so they are more than happy to fund it. But the
Okay.
funding has to be taken by, because if I show you, I'll just quickly share my screen again, just for a sec.
Yeah, please go ahead because this is important for us.
Yeah, because this is now every second university in the world is taking this. My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to this website, which is open.ieee.org, and you go to institutions and there's browse institutional OA agreements, you see
Okay.
all these countries. And if you go to, let's say, Germany,
Just can you open that what they call it Saudi Arabia?
in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
we have, as of now, we have one,
King
King
Fahd
Saud
University.
University of
Okay.
Petroleum and Minerals. And then if I
Okay.
go to, let's say, Germany, we have many,
Yeah.
right? If I go to, let's say, India, like my country, mm, which is not, yeah. So now you also see that, when you have many institution in the same country, so they can always talk to each other, they can use their tokens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you getting my
That's
point? They can consume, if you know, like if you have a friend in this university, you just call him up, I'm writing a paper on this. Would you like to, collaborate with me? And if they have the same interest areas, because the affiliation will get count for both the universities.
Yes, it is true. Yes.
It's both the university, the research will get count. So
Yeah.
these are the, if you go to UK, so you say these are the universities, and Switzerland or whatever, let's say UAE.
Yeah.
So Higher College of Technology. So this is something, I mean, and there is no limit. I mean, you can start with 10 tokens or 20 tokens or
Yeah.
30 tokens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
So, is there any application to send to fill on that?
uh, I will ask my colleague Mohammed to get in touch with Zainab, the library,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
If it
problem.
is if there is any application to do this, please could you please send us and plus the
Sure,
requirement?
sure. I will ask my
Yeah,
colleague
because
Mohammed.
this is very interesting actually. If you allow me, you can see that Qatar what they are doing in that. Is there any university in Qatar?
Let me just go to.
I will just open it myself as well to see it, but it's very
Yes. قطر
interesting because
الوطنية، مكتبة قطر الوطنية.
The National
yeah,
Library, and I will
Yes.
I
yeah,
will just open my email. Let me just tell you. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, Dr. Mohammed, I will follow up with Mr.
please.
Mohammed
I
about
need
this.
this because I want to make sure that our faculty can publish in a good journals actually like
So if I just show you this report of
Sure.
January,
نشتغل حاجة هم ونشتغل حاجة البحث
just one.
العلمي ونشتغل حاجة كلها
So if I go to, say,
وين هي عذراء وين هم
now you see Qatar Foundation, they have taken 573 tokens as of now.
oh my god
Yeah.
Okay. And out of 573, they have used 354, which is a good progress,
Mhm.
which is a very
That's
good
good
progress.
yes that's good
And you see this, because they have taken this. See, I'm not supposed to this sheet. I'm not supposed to show you
no
this sheet,
it's fine
but I'm
it's
just
fine
just showing you. Don't quote me. I
that's
mean, this
fine
is,
just encouraging us to join that no problem that's
yeah.
good
So this is like, you can see that from
yeah
this from $2,000, it came to 753 down.
yeah
Okay, but again, that they have taken 434, which is a huge number, and because
yeah
they have taken it for the whole country, you know,
yeah
because
yeah
they are just want to make sure that their research output is on top, and they have the world's beautiful library. I don't know if have you visited.
we will visit one day yeah I got you
Yeah. That's it, Dr. Mohammed.
yeah thank you for that this is a good chance actually for us to join there.
Thank you. And I will send the recording and as well as the slides. And also, Zainab, if you can, no, I will have the attendee list. So I will also give the
Yes.
e-certificates. I have a way
Yes.
to
I will
give the
send you the list.
yeah. So just send me with the list, and I will give you send me the first name, the last name, and the email address, because it will
Yes.
directly
Sure.
go to their emails.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Thank
Sure.
you. Thank you,
Thank you
Mr.
so
Ram.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much, Mr. Evan. Thank you so much. We can see you in future, face
For
to
sure,
face.
for sure. I will definitely love to come on site and do something in person.
Yes, please. We will be
Thank
very,
you,
very happy
Mr.
to have
Mohammed,
that.
for joining us today.
We are
Thank you.
Thank you.
always. I'll be there, inshallah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Inshallah.
Bye bye. Bye bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye bye.